Alright, I should be live. Hello everyone. Jordan from Underground here again on this Monday night. I hope everybody is having a good evening or morning or whatever it is for you wherever you are. Thanks for joining me here today. If you are checking out this chat live on LinkedIn or this video live on LinkedIn, please feel free to drop in and comment and stuff like that. I should be watching the comments and stuff. So, um, yeah, just waiting for LinkedIn to get going here. One sec. This chat live. Okay, looks like that's good. Okay, cool. So I've got the LinkedIn comments up. So please chime in if you have any questions or comments. I am here today to talk a little bit about virtual machines. I think is the plan, and I got to say that I was planning to use an AMD 64 system to do all these demos today, and it wasn't really working, so I kind of had to change gears a little bit, and we're going to be using ARM system for this stuff. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It hasn't been thoroughly vetted and tested, so we'll sometimes things can be a little rough live, but we'll just see how it goes. So yeah, I hope everybody's having a great Monday or whatever, Tuesday if it happens to be that already. Like I said, I'm from Cloud Underground. I just thought I'd open up, and for those of you who aren't familiar with Cloud Underground and who we are, you should check out our website. So this is our website, and sorry I don't have the URL line visible right now, but it but the website is cloudunderground.dev. So if you want to check out our website, learn about what we do, check out like a bunch of the courses that we offer, like the Cloud Jitsu course, or any of the services that we offer, this is the place to do it and learn about who we are. So yeah, please check that out. And of course, if you want to talk to us live or ask us questions, the dojo is a really good place to do that. So the DevSecOps dojo is a Discord server that we run, and yeah, you should hop into it if you want to, be part of our community or ask us questions. And the way to do that is right here on our website. Click Join the Dojo. You'll find all the links and stuff that you need to get involved with that. So yeah. So tonight somebody is asking if it's Pi time. It is not Pi time tonight. I'm using NVIDIA Jetson AGX Xavier. I wanted plenty of power to be able to do the demos that I'm going to do, but I have run virtual machines on Raspberry Pis, and the concepts that you're going to learn tonight should apply if you have Underground Nexus installed on a Raspberry Pi. So with that, I guess I'll get into it. So let's hop over here. This is the Underground Nexus instance that is running on the Jetson. Oh, excuse me. And you can see that I was opening up the Virtual Machine Manager, and the first time that you open up Virtual Machine Manager, you will get this error warning page. It's fine, just close it, don't worry about that. The first thing that we're going to need to do, though, before we can get a virtual machine going, is we're going to have to go to File, and we need to add a connection. So we click Add Connection, and then we get these choices here, so that we got to choose our hypervisor. And oh wait, yeah. So in this case, we're going to choose QEMU/KVM user session, and then you're just going to go ahead and click the connect button. And now we should be able to start deploying virtual machines. So that's the first step you have to do, is get that connection started. So we've got a user session running now, you can see, and now we can create a virtual machine. So in order to create a virtual machine, you need a .iso file from whatever distro, Linux distro you're going to use, or Windows. If you're going to try and install Windows, you'd need a Windows ISO. Whatever it is, I went ahead and already grabbed an ISO, and I was trying to, earlier I was doing some demos and I was trying to use Ubuntu, and it's just kind of a big, like, it's not a huge operating system, but it's big enough that it really takes time for it to deploy and a lot of resources. So I'm going to skip that today in the hopes that we can find something that will deploy a little bit faster. So what I decided to go with was we use Parrot OS a decent amount around here in some of our systems. And so I thought I would try it out with a Parrot OS instance, because if we go to their download, you'll see there's a lot of different like types, like flavors of Parrot that we can essentially download. And I was looking at this Architect Edition, and it's really small and super light. It doesn't even have a desktop. I think you have to install your own. So I'm hoping that we can get this going fairly quickly. So I already downloaded it. And so I will show you. I'll close that web browser, and we'll go open our Kaja, which is our web or our file browser here in Linux, in this particular Linux distro. And if we go to downloads, okay, so you can see we've got our Parrot architecture, and this is an ARM64 ISO because we're on ARM hardware. So if you were on an AMD system, all of the same things would apply, but you'd need an AMD ISO. And if I head back to Parrot, I'm not actually going to, but if we went back to the Parrot website and looked at that, you actually get the choice. Do you want an ARM ISO or an AMD 64 ISO? So yeah, we chose the ARM 64 one here, which should work just out of the box with our KVM. So let's go ahead, and we're going to do create a new virtual machine here. So that's what this button here is. So we'll click on that. And I think we're going to leave architecture options alone for now. Arch64 is the default because that's the type of architecture that we're on. We're going to use a local install media ISO. So we'll click forward. We're going to browse for that file. In here, we're going to click Browse Local, okay? And we're going to go to Downloads, and there's our ISO, so we can just open that, okay? It's not detecting which type of operating system it is, so we're just going to type in Debian, because Parrot is based on Debian. We'll just do the most recent and hope that that works okay. So we'll do Debian 12. And we'll click forward. And when I was looking at the Parrot website, they say that this needs a dual core processor and 1 gig of RAM. So we're going to give it 2 CPU cores, and we'll give it a little more. We'll give it we'll double the amount of RAM that we're going to give it. So we'll give it 2 gigs, 2048. And we'll click forward. So this is how much physical memory we're giving it, and then how many CPU cores. So bang. Okay, and then we're going to allow it to make a 20 gigabyte disk. We'll make it 30 just so it has plenty of room to do everything it needs to do. And I'm just going to leave a default, so enable storage, blah, blah, blah. Obviously increase the size just a little bit, but yeah. So we'll go ahead and click forward, and we'll give it a name. We'll call this the Parrot OS, or we'll call it the Parrot VM. There we go, Parrot Virtual Machine. So I'm not even going to customize anything. I'm just going to click Finish, and we'll see what happens. See if we click Customize. Well, actually, okay, we'll click Customize before configuration or install and show you what that looks like. So when we click Finish, this basically gives us all of the hardware options that we can load up here into this virtual machine, and we're not quite seeing the whole thing, which is aggravating. Okay, there we go. So now we can essentially see the whole window, and yeah, we got a name, we got machine type, firmware. We can change our architecture, change your CPU core, all this stuff. I'm just gonna leave it all and we're just going to click the begin installation button here at the top. But if you have specific hardware setups that you want, you know, this is the place to do that. So anyway, let's click begin installation and see what happens. I really don't know if this is going to work. Okay, internal error, exit status 1, check error. So, I don't know what its problem was. So it doesn't like something that we're doing here. I wonder if I could try a different OS then, because that's a little annoying. Let me, I think it might be the ISO or potentially, that we're using the wrong version of the Linux operating system. So let's just see, let's try a different one. Like I said, I didn't really get to test this stuff, so I thought I'd just try it live and see if things go completely awry, which, you know, so far we're going awry, but that's okay. Let's go to Ubuntu and let's see if we can get an ARM installation from these guys. I really sometimes have trouble finding stuff for like finding the downloads I want on Ubuntu's website is what I'm trying to say. But I think we'll give this a go. So we'll just do Ubuntu long-term desktop, and we'll see if this works. It may or may not. Hopefully the download will be quick. Oh, it's a 2 GB. Oh, this is going to be a big download. See, this is why I was hoping that Parrot would work, because Parrot was nice and small and is easy and quick to download and all of that sort of thing. I'm not going to sit here for 6 minutes and wait for this. So let's see what other options we potentially have. We could just try, I wonder if we could just install like Raspberry Pi OS. Let's try that. So if we go to downloads.raspberrypi.org, I think this will get us where we need to be. Okay. No, this is definitely not the correct site. That's a sham site. Raspberrypi.org. Isn't this the website? Okay. Now we should be able to go to downloads.raspberrypi.org. And I'm forgetting apparently how to get to their downloads. Ah, here we go. Let's get rid of the www. So this is the index of all the images for Raspberry Pi. So if you go to downloads.raspberrypi.org, you can get to all of their images. And we're going to look for Raspberry Pi OS ARM64. And we'll do the Lite, Raspberry Pi OS Lite ARM64. This should be a relatively quick download, I think. And we need this one. Should be the one. Should be that top file. No, wait, it's not that. Oh, it's a tar. Oh, God, goodness. Hold on. So that's like an info thing. If we go to images, oh, here we go. Okay, so we got to click on the images, and then we'll get the newest one, which is from May. All right, and I think the top one ought to work. Yeah. Okay. And this should go pretty quick. Oh yeah, this thing's downloading nice and quickly. We'll see if we can use this. I'm not sure if we can use this directly or if I'm going to have to unzip it, or, you know, we might even look back in here and see if we can find like a list of ISOs. Oh, they have Ubuntu. Interesting. Arch. They have all kinds of stuff in here. I'm curious what's in this Ubuntu folder. Images. So is this just... Oh, this is like old. Oh, interesting. Huh, okay. Yeah, we don't want like some ancient Ubuntu installer. So Raspbian is the old one, so we don't want Raspbian either. They changed it to Raspberry Pi OS, I think a couple of years ago. From Raspbian was originally what it used to be called. Um, okay, so we'll see here. Did this download finish? It looks like it did. So I'm not sure if this will work or not, but we're gonna try. So if we go back here, we'll try and create a new. We will use local install. I don't know. This is an image file. Image files should work, but yeah, so we might have to do this import existing disk image. I don't know. Let's try that and just see what happens. So we will choose our file here. This is Debian. Raspberry Pi OS is based on Debian. I guess we'll select Debian 12 again and hope that that works. So far it's not freaking out. I'll do my best here. If we can't get it going here, I might just have to revisit this another time. But you can kind of see what the process of making a VM looks like. If you get nothing else from this video, if we don't successfully create a Raspberry Pi VM, then we'll figure things out. I'm not going to bother customizing anything. I'm just going to click finish and we'll find out what happens. So yeah, it looks like it's having the same. I might be having it's possible too that I need to add something to the ARM system, because AMD 64 basically kind of just works out of the box, but this one does not appear to be doing so. Let's just try this way. I don't think it's going to make any difference, but it wants... Let's try Debian 11. We'll double the amount of RAM that we're giving it again. Yeah, whatever. 20 gigs is whatever. That's fine. Cross your fingers. I don't know. I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, it could not run. User bin. Exit status 1. Check error log. Configure the Debian swaps block for details. Huh. Well, that's very frustrating. So I'd have to dig into this a little bit further, I think, to figure out why it's not running these images, because I do not know why it's not running these images. I wonder if we change like some of our architecture options, if we can get it to work better. I'm just seeing what options we have in here. I don't think this is the one I want to change. I don't think that's the thing I want to change. There are... Meh. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. And I don't remember... Anyway, yeah, I don't think this is the problem. I don't think it's the topology. So, yeah, I'm not sure what the issue is. We could try it one more time, I suppose, but I don't think it's gonna work. It just seems kind of angry tonight. And I guess I just need to explore. We've gotten, we've certainly had these machines working on ARM systems before, so I'm not sure why it's given me guff tonight, but that's what I get for not testing things, I guess, before I go live. I just, like I said, my other machine that was supposed to be doing this totally crashed out, so I was trying something different and it's not working very well. So I can try, I mean, we tried import existing disk image and that didn't seem to help, but we can try it again, I suppose. Is there any reason to change any of this? No, it should make it worse if I do. Well, I mean, I could click ARM. Maybe that would change things. See, and it made a volume with one of these. I'm just, yeah, whatever. I'm going to start it over. Let's try the Raspberry one again. Forward. Yeah, whatever. Debian. That's fine. Double the RAM again. 2048. Ahaha. Trusted platform module. Well, do we even need that? Could I get rid of the trusted platform module or something? I wonder where that is. Boot options, probably, eh? I don't know. Oh, here's the TPM stuff. Type emulated. Huh. Hypervisor default. TIS. Good grief. Stupid trusted platform modules. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think I'm just going to leave all that alone. And yeah, that's fine. We'll try it one more time. We'll do this. We'll leave it at Arch 64 as it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So browse local, fine. Open the image, forward. Why do you care? Debian test. Maybe I should try Debian testing. I'll try Debian 11. I don't know. It should be the most recent one, really. We'll do Debian 12. But I don't know. I think we've already seen this not work once, so I don't have high hopes. Yeah, what is all this? I wonder what the log says. Check error log. Trace back most recent calls. Domain. It's so frustrating. So the Ubuntu one on AMD 64 worked great. It just took like an hour to deploy it, which doesn't make for really great video viewing, which I was hoping to get a smaller image that would be light and quick to deploy, but it doesn't look like that's in the cards tonight. So, yeah, I don't know. If you should definitely download an Underground Nexus and play with this yourself and see if you can get it going. I guess I could try one more thing. Maybe we can change the CPU model. This is the one that I was thinking that there was a QEMU option, but I don't see one. Yeah, why? I thought there was a... Is that in... It's not machine type. It should be vert. That should be fine. Where are Kimu options? That's so weird, man. Maybe I needed to install them still with Synaptic or something. Because... Yeah, that's fine. Because I am not seeing the Kimu option here that I was going to try to see if it would get it to work. Yeah, so I probably need to, I could try to, the thing is Synaptic takes a very long time to get anything going. So probably need to install Kimu in Synaptic, using Synaptic, and then that might get it to work too. Um, it's possible. And I'd have to dig into the logs a little bit too to see why it's not working, which I'm not gonna do live. Nobody wants to watch that. That sounds terrible. But it's okay. You'll just have to try this yourself and see if you can figure out what Underground Nexus instance going, and then to, download some free images and try and get it going yourself. Boy, I don't remember what the default was on this. Application default. All right, begin, sure. Yeah, okay. Well, that's frustrating. I guess I will have to play around with that and figure it out. And, we'll update you a little bit on the next stream, and I can show Synaptic probably and how that works. I just don't think that's really a great use of anybody's time for me to like show all that right now on stream, because Synaptic takes a really long time to find all of the files that it needs and stuff like that. But anyway, it was a quick little introduction to Virtual Machine Manager and what it looks like when it's not working. So hopefully you can get a working one going, and I highly recommend trying. I highly recommend trying it on like a cheap AMD 64 piece of hardware, because it is, I think, generally a bit easier to get going on AMD 64 with these virtual machines, obviously, than it is with ARM. With ARM, there can sometimes be a little legwork to make sure that all of the architecture and stuff that needs to be there is. But I think I'm going to call it on that. So sorry, that was a little bit not quite what I was hoping to show off, but at least, like I said, you can kind of see what the process is of making a virtual machine, and yeah, hopefully that will help out with that. And we will get into this a little bit later, and I can show you more about how it looks like when it's actually getting a virtual machine going and stuff like that. So I think for now I'm going to leave that. I think I'm going to just play a little Terraria. I'll see if I missed any comments or anything. It doesn't look like it. So let me do that and then do this. Cool. So this is Terraria. It is a really cool 2D platformer crafting game, like open world sandboxy type of game. There's bosses to fight and all kinds of like environments to explore and items to build and things like that. So it's a fun game, available fairly cheaply through Steam, or you can get online and look up Terraria and find their website, and there's other ways to buy it depending on the architecture that you're using. We have a server set up, which is the reason I like to play Terraria, and So our server is running in an Underground Nexus instance, and I'm just going to join via IP with my Yasna character. Clicking on that. Let me quick enter a password, and then we'll get the game back. Cool. So here we are in Terraria. So this is a server that's running, like I said, on a Jetson NVIDIA AGX, just like the one that I was demoing the failed virtual machines on earlier. And it's a really nice piece of hardware, and you can see that it runs the server like really well. Gaming is a nice way to test servers because you can kind of see what kind of lag you're getting. They're pretty sensitive to performance issues. So yeah, anyway, this is our Terraria server. And today I think my goal was to try and wire up. So right now we've got this teleporter that takes you from one part of the map to the other, and I want to update my teleporter so that it will actually take us to one of the sky islands, which I found last time, because I would like quick access to those. So I think I might just mess with that just a little bit. And yeah, feel free to ask questions or stuff. Let me get my LinkedIn chat over where I can see it while I'm playing. Cool. All right. So let's see here. We get out this guy. Oh, we have to actually select it. Then I can see my wires. Okay. So first thing, I want to move the switch right here, I think. And then I'm going to move my wires. Okay, so that should wire up the switch. It should still work. Okay. And now what I want to do, I need to go talk to the electrician. Oh, here, let me also, I'm going to put on a little bit of music here. So we run a 24-hour a day music stream on YouTube for anybody who wants to. If you like this music, you can go check it out. You can feel free to use it behind like a stream or something. It's yeah, there's no DMCA music or whatever, so check it out. It's pretty cool stuff. Yeah, let's get some music going. Okay, and now I am going down to the electrician lady who lives down here. I need to buy a different colored wrench from her. So right now I've got a blue wrench. Let's pick up a green wrench. And I already have a switch, I think, so I don't need that. Okay. Should be able to go back up here. Back to my house here. Okay. And now what I want is... Oh, that's not where my... Where are my switches? My switches, I think, are one of these. Yeah. So we'll have... This switch will go to the Sky Island. And we'll use green wire for that to happen. Now, oh, okay, good. I was curious if these wires have to go through walls or if they can just go straight through stuff. It looks like they can probably just go straight through the air, which is helpful. Yep. So we got to get this wire all the way up to the Sky Islands. And maybe the thing to do... Oh, don't do that. I was going to say maybe the thing to do is go up to the island where I want the wire to come from, because then I can figure out exactly where it needs to come from. So I'm gonna go up to the Sky Island and start taking this wire down from there. Okay, and now I believe I gotta get a running start. Whee! Bang! Alright. Okay, and this first Sky Island is just like a swimming pool, so... Alright, and so this is where I want this wire to go. And I think I'll probably just put the teleporter in this little room. So we'll just have our cord go. And I got 347 cord, which is not gonna get us super far. Get us a little ways at least. Of course, I'm gonna have to fight monsters the whole time. Alright. Get my wire. So you gotta wire up your clouds sometimes. Where do you think the electricity comes from? For lightning. Oh boy. If you're in free fall, then sometimes you just have to mirror back home because falls are fatal in this game. At least until you get some better items than I've got right now. I am not doing this very efficiently. Alright. I wonder what point the gravity starts to get less. Alright, now we can keep running our wire down. Okay. And I'm gonna need to grab something to get down further so that I can work my way down towards that other wire. And so I need, let's go. Wow, I'm full on dirt? Okay, well, dirt it is. Apparently you can only have 10,000 dirt, or I'm assuming stone blocks, before your inventory fills. Yeah, this is why I'm making this, because it's such a pain to do this, like, every time I want to get up to the clouds. We need a better system, so. Haha! That made me That made me laugh a little. All right. Okay, perfect. So now I can, oh, don't fall off. All right, where's my wire? All right. Nice thing is you get a lot of reach with these wires. Unlike the dirt, which I do not get a lot of reach with. Whoa, that almost went badly. All right, seriously? All right. Moving wires down. I think I'm getting sort of close to where I want to be with this. It's going to take a minute. Alright, get my wire back. Glad that you're not going to be able to see this wire. That'd be aggravating. No! Alright. Oh, the wrench is what cuts it. That's right. So I need to... There we go. Just clean it up. Don't want, like, my wire to be all messy. Plus, I only have... Ooh, I'm running out fast, actually. I might just complete this, because then I can do all the wire at once. I might have to go buy some wire too, in order to actually pull this whole teleporter off. This kind of reminds me of Lemmings, that old game. If anybody ever played that, creating little ramps and stuff to get your lemmings to safety. That was a classic PC game. Alright, making our way down. Boy. See, these stupid clouds, there's a long way I gotta go. It's gonna be so nice once this is done, though. Am I there yet? Oh wow, I got a long way to go. I did not realize, holy cow. I might just go across. I've done enough diagonal work, now I can just get over here where my wire's at. Let's see if I can stay in front of that slime. Because I think I'm... How far did I run the wire? Okay, not this far. Oh, I'm gonna accidentally summon King Slime, but that's okay. We'll just beat him up if he shows up. Okay. Fortunately, the reach on these wires is pretty long, so it makes things a little bit easier. I should be trying to do a better job of making it consistent just for my own sense of symmetry or whatever. But it's okay. But boy, are we running out fast. I think I harvested a lot of this wire from the dungeon because there's a lot of traps. You can find quite a bit of wire down there, but oh, I'm out. That's the end of my wire. Shoot, so I think if we... I'm just gonna go buy some more wire, much as I hate to. The electrician lady, she sells it, so... Hook me up with some wire! Alright, that ought to get us somewhere at least, right? See if I can get this teleporter working, be sweet. Maybe I should fight off the slime. Sick of the slime. Bring a helper out. Come on, bring on the king. I'm ready for him. I just want to get rid of the slime. Man. So where is all this slime ending up? Is it just like landing on my ramp up here? Maybe I just need to go up here and I can find a bunch of it. I'd probably rather fight King Slime up here anyway, if I'm being honest. It's nice to be able to jump far with that guy. Come on, where's all the slime at? Much as you see falling from the sky, you'd think there'd be a little more around here. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. Uh-oh. Ah, no! I was afraid I was gonna be too slow. Oh, that's so frustrating. Well, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. I don't know how this trophy got here. Oh goodness, I need one of these. And I need one of these to be able to recover my stuff. I probably ought to have an actual sword that's not terrible too. Ooh, let's try the Ruthless Valor. Now that's a pretty good yo-yo right there. A little short of a string, but otherwise pretty good. I'm gonna end up summoning King Slime while I've got no armor and no nothing. I need to go recover my stuff before I fight him. I don't know though. Might not have time. Cause he has to be summoned during the day. It's not really day anymore. Alright. Let's get that on, I suppose. I need my armor. I need my armor. Mining pants. Oh, there's some of my armor is actually right there. Alright, let's see here.